Engineering technology really gives you the practical side of engineering along with the theoretical based part of it. So when you get into the field, you can do just about anything you want. I've worked for research, I've worked with an aerospace and defense company, I've known people who've worked with HVAC systems or even Army research labs. So when it comes down to it, the sky's the limit with this major.
The engineering technology curriculum is great for the hands-on type engineers, the guys that want to get out there and turn wrenches, and the guys that want to get stuff done, that want to have the big picture perspective.
The engineering technology program does less of the theoretical development and more practical applications of the theory.
Traditional engineering student that comes to us to come to work is trained in theory, but really not in anything practical. They've never touched a machining center or lathe. They've never programmed a robot or a CNC. We have to teach them these things. And often this does really slow us down.
The vast majority of our engineering technology courses are lab-based. It gives the students a lot of hands-on experience. They learn the material better by using lab-based approaches. We have state-of-the-art equipment. The labs that I teach are programmable logic controllers, microcontrollers, microprocessors. I've also taught the introductory digital lab, and those labs are just completely equipped with the latest equipment.
These laboratories can prepare students to work for the best companies in the United States.
I really was unfamiliar with the non-destructive evaluation of materials field, and we came in and we got to use state-of-the-art field equipment that's being used out there, and that just opened my eyes up to that whole field, and I really enjoyed that class too.
That's really what engineering technology has, is the combination of labs and theory, where you get to work hands-on in the labs and build your systems that you learned the theory about previously in class.
A lot of the lessons I learned in the classroom were directly applicable to what I do here. If I'm out in the test environment and I'm doing data acquisition, I'm using the electronics classes that we took every day.
Learning about injection molding and stamping and die casting. We use that stuff every single day at Southco. I use it in every design.
What we are doing in classroom is closing the gap between the theoretical knowledge and what the industry needs and recommends and wants.
So our students learn electrical engineering technology, they learn some mechanical engineering technology, they learn industrial engineering technology as their background, as their base for the first couple of years, and then they specialize into electrical or mechanical and so on.
I think it's very beneficial in nowadays industry to have knowledge from both concentrations, because being well-rounded, that adds job stability in the end.
I look for well-rounded engineers. When I'm interviewing an engineer, if I'm interviewing an electrical engineer, I want to see if they have any mechanical stuff in their background.
Nothing today is just mechanical or just electrical. Everything is a combination of both.
That helps you in the long run, because if you're working on something that's mechanical and electrical, you can fix it and then you'll be able to troubleshoot.
The advantage to an employer is that they can work well in a group that's integrated. Our students can understand various parts of what the other people are doing, so they fit into the group much better. They end up, many of them, being team leaders because of this, because they understand all of the aspects of the problem.
We do have several faculty here who are currently employed by big company names, and it makes a difference when one of your instructors is somebody that actually is applying what they're teaching to you.
Our faculty have a broad range of experiences in industry, in government, and also in academia. And they're good teachers as well as good researchers. They're good role models.
Faculty are very helpful. If you go and ask them questions, they'll be able to either schedule an appointment with you or sit down and talk to you right then and there about any questions that you have.
We know our students by name from the first day of school. It's a family-like type of environment.
We have experts in industrial engineering, we have experts in mechanical engineering, and that gives them the ability to train the students in a way that's beneficial to any kind of position that they might get after this.
We've been utilizing and benefiting from Drexel University co-op students for as long as I've been here, 25, 30 years. What they bring to our activities here is the ability to jump right into the work.
We like to hire engineers that are more hands-on, that have the ability to not only design, but they can go out and manufacture. And that's why Drexel's engineering technology program has been an excellent program for Southco over the years, because it really does fit with the type of people we hire, especially because of that practical side where they have robotics experience in programming, CNC machining, all that experience that will really help them in their job right away.
The hands-on curriculum in engineering technology definitely helps in a career and as my job in co-op. I found that definitely 2/3 of my work was just troubleshooting things and figuring out how things work in real life.
Drexel's co-ops give us advantage when we leave college because we already have work experience and great resume skills.
The main thing that made me come to Drexel was the opportunity they give to each student graduating to get a job and be ahead of everybody else. I believe myself to be a perfect example of me not even graduating yet. I'm already an engineer at a pretty big firm.
Our students, when they come for the interview, they're very familiar with equipment, they're familiar with parts, components, and this attracts the employers to our students.
Being out there with the co-op experience definitely helps students, I believe, be prepared for the real world.
I believe if it wasn't for Drexel and that Drexel name and the Drexel reputation, I would not be where I am right now.
The Drexel Engineering Technology program gave me the tools and perspective to jump into my position as a project engineer from day one.
I knew all the processes from my classwork, and I knew the day-to-day stuff from my co-op here. So I think, I like to think that on day one I was pretty helpful.
The sky's the limit, there is none.
Go Drexel, come to Drexel, it's awesome.